Hey everyone, welcome to Abandonment Issues. I am actually at one of my old favourite locations. It seems that a lot of work has been going on here and it's quite depressing really, but at least it's not as derelict as it used to be. So I am currently at Fundridge Church, aka Cold Christmas, and my friends are just lighting up over there now. It was one of the very first places I ever visited, my first derelict church in fact, when I was at university. It's absolutely incredible. I've got a lot of fond memories of this place, and the place holds something quite special to me, to be honest. But as you can see, the church tower there, it's just an incredible place. It always has been, it's always going to be one of my favourites. Obviously we've got some graves beside me, and a bit further around I'll take you on a quick visit around those, not that we can really see anything. Upon one of my visits to this church, the very first time, there was actually a bunch of Satanists and cultists up here. They were actually digging up a few graves, and from what I can remember, they smashed up the priest's grave and his daughter and threw it inside the tower. Now inside the church there is a spiral staircase, and it led you all the way up to the very top, all the way up to the top of that. But as soon as you got to the top, you would actually just plummet to your death if you were unaware. So it makes things a bit more interesting, obviously. There is rumours that there is apparently a hidden tomb underneath all of this, but by the looks of it they've been digging up quite a fair bit around here, and obviously they've put all the fencing up, as you can see, and my friend over there is lighting the place up with his torch at the moment. But used to be able to go in around the back through a little gap in the wall. Anyway, I'm just going to quickly take a walk around the gravestones, and then I'll fill you in on some of the history of this church. And it's quite interesting, and like I said, it's one of my favourite places. It always has been.
Hey everyone, basically the footage I captured here, due to it being quite late at night, it was getting windy and you cannot hear my voice. Yes, I'm dealing with a sore throat, and yes, I'm having to do a voiceover. So this could be quite interesting. But obviously I'm willing to share some input out of my favourite place and give you guys some history on this place as well. So I'd rather discuss why this is my favourite place. I had quite a lot of dark moments when I was at university, and this place used to bring me some solitude and help me out a few times. I think the amount of times I've visited Cold Christmas Church, or as it's called, Little St Mary's or Fundridge Church, however you want to call it, the amount of times I've visited this place, I think the only time I've never actually been is when it's been snowing. So maybe that's something I can potentially do later on. But the place is rather peaceful. It's always been a place of solace for me. And it's just always made me feel a lot more grounded whenever I've been here. I've taken quite a few people to this place. I'm pretty sure most people have thoroughly enjoyed it as well. Sadly, obviously, you can't enter the tower anymore. So anyway, let's get into the history. Cold Christmas Church dates back to 1086 and was built on the grounds of an estate. The church was built and intended for private family use. The church was eventually demolished in 1853, leaving only a 15th century tower. The church was said to have been built on the wrong alignment, which was north to south instead of east to west like many other churches. It is believed that the graves that lie in the grounds are that of children that died during a cold, very cold winter when the village was actually hit with the coldest weather it's ever had. Yet again, unknown fact, but apparently that's what happened. Who knows? Who can really tell you the truth on this? In 1989, the tower was surveyed to be used as a pirate radio transmitter, which is pretty funny. And of course, it's had its fair share of ghost haunts. In 1978, a woman walking up the church tower found herself walking towards a marching army coming from the church door, and allegedly they walked through her. A growl became so frequent that in January 2009, the local East Herts Herald sent a camera crew and journalists to investigate. Obviously, nothing was ever found. Many locals have seen a figure in black walking around the graves. More or less, that was me. But yet again, no evidence. So anyway, as I said, this is one of my favourite places. There was one person I really wanted to take here once, but they never got around to actually visiting. So what I did was I gave them the coordinates in a necklace, which I thought was interesting. So who knows whether they ever actually came and visited. Who knows? As I said, Cold Christmas Church, aka Little St Mary's or Fundridge Church, has been very special to me over the many years. So I thought I'd do a quick video on this. So basically people can see possibly what my interest and peaks are. I think I mentioned this church in my documentary. But anyway, I'll see you guys in the next one. And yeah, don't forget to like and subscribe and all that crap. And hopefully when I do a voiceover, my throat's not going to be on fire. But yeah, this is Cold Christmas Church. It's worth checking out if you're in the area. Like I said, it's a bit of a shame that there's fencing around it, and obviously the crack in the side where we used to climb in has obviously been bricked up, but I can understand that. I think it's owned by the National Trust now, which is possibly a good sign. Who knows what it will ever be later on, who knows what they'll use of it, and no doubt they'll just keep that fence up for a good couple of years, and that's the way it's always going to be from now on. So yeah, again, thanks for listening and putting up with this voice. Stay tuned for the next episode, as it's a place I did many moons ago and recently went back and took my friends, so I hope you enjoy it. Right, you might have to pull over in a lay-by in a minute.
Why?
Arrive at your destination in 300 feet.
300 feet, Brian, you scared?
No.
You are, I can hear it. I can hear it in your voice.
You have arrived at your destination.
I'm here now. There's nothing I can do about it.
Yeah, that's true.
Where'd you get to? How did you get
Park there. What?
Is it safe sleeping car, yeah?
No, you'll find out in a minute.